Alright, hi. Why has it been a long time? I've been streaming more than I ever have. That's good. I wish I was there. I don't like that my birthday is soon. I don't like aging. I don't age. I refuse. I hope so. But hopefully I don't get too young. Why is it suddenly it's really hot? Suddenly it was just snowing not that long ago. But suddenly it's hot. My IRL self is only wearing a hoodie with nothing under it, and I unzipped it. Good thing no one can see me. Too bad I don't have air conditioning, only heating. I know you too. Yeah, because I just showered and then I just threw on a hoodie. And yeah, too lazy to put on more clothes. A hoodie and pants. I'm not even... Oh yeah, I'm using a new keyboard and I'm not used to it. My old one was really worn out. Now I have a cat one for reasons. I used my keyboard so much that the letters were wearing off completely. This one, though, is Bluetooth, which sometimes makes it have connection issues. It's also a little bit smaller than my old one. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Andrew, just as I'm going to open this sus question. I just needed to let you know that someone shared nudes of you on a porn site. I wonder who did that. Was it me? Did I do it? Oh no, bad Scarlet. Yeah. If you haven't got the memo yet, I'm an NSFW content creator on an alt account. And I literally just post that myself, so I know that some people are also leaking stuff, but it's not worth dealing with it. I tried dealing with it at one point, like early on when I was more anxious, and it just caused so much more issues. It was not worth it. Yeah, I just because someone posted it on Kiwi Farms. I didn't know what Kiwi Farms was at the time. Apparently they're infamous for doxing people, so apparently I just lost my train of thought. It was a really dumb post too, like, these trolls, they sound so stupid. But at the time I was more anxious of like having stuff leaked, but now I don't really care because no one judges me, and if they do, they're just dumb. And yeah, I was gonna say, I tried to copyright claim it, but apparently copyright is flawed. And in order for me to copyright claim something, I have to give the owner of the site my address, and legally they're allowed to post my address. So that's kind of flawed. Like, I don't know. Because it's like, oh, I'm allowed to post it because you gave it to me. I had no choice. I don't live there anymore, though. But yeah, early on, there were a lot of people trolling, and they were honestly just really dumb. Like, I don't know if they, well, I just assume that anyone who trolls is not all there. No one mentally stable would be a troll. Not that I'm mentally stable, but I'm not that. But yeah, they were like, at first I thought that it was all my ex. I thought all the trolls were my ex, but I'm not entirely sure. I think there were multiple people. I don't, some of it was my ex, some of it was my brother's girlfriend, and possibly some of it were just random trolls who saw the drama going on and were like, I want in on this. But yeah, I know. Well, and then my brother's girlfriend claimed it was all her, but then she denied when I said that the person was bullying me. So I don't know. Apparently she was tricked into thinking I was crazy by my dad, who was lying about me behind my back. Well, mostly his girlfriend was lying. They were both, I think, but... And I proved that what? I mean, she gave me her reason for it, and I had, like, evidence that nothing she said about me was true at all. Because, first of all, the timeline didn't add up at all, because, Because I wasn't even living at my dad's house at the time he was claiming things were happening there. They were the ones being toxic to me, but they tried to pretend it was the other way around. But yeah, because my dad made me out to be crazy, she started like stalking me online and sending my family stuff because she thought they were great people, because when I wasn't there, they were nice to everyone else but me. Well, lately, I've mostly, just been doing content. I haven't done that much interesting lately. And some people try to make me out to be toxic, but it never works. Because like on another topic, I'm someone who like never lies, not even like a white lie, and I'm way too open. So it's just like you can't you can't make stuff up about me. Oh yeah, this is the one I was looking for. I don't think the person who sent this knows me at all. I think it's just a random person sent this. I know that, like, well, on my old one there was automated message, but I went into settings and I turned that off, but I think there's still random people who send random stuff. Yeah, it's like, do you even know anything about me? The only closed off part about me would be the fact that I limit who I interact with more, but there was a reason I started doing that, because I used to not, and that caused a lot of problems. Yeah, I'm like, I overshare way too much. I'm like... Yeah, I don't think this person knows me. Well, and what? Not that one. I already answered that one. That was a troll wait. Oh, I forgot to change it. You are really naive. No. I already replied to that troll question. I forgot to save the one that I meant to pull up. I like how I think some of these people are like trying to troll, but I'm literally just answering them honestly. Okay, that's what I meant. Yeah. Yeah, duh. Tell me something I didn't know. I don't even know what more to say about that. Like, yes, I am. I don't know if this was supposed to be a troll, but like, basically, if it was, you're just like saying something that I agree with. I know that I'm an overthinker. I've been trying to work on that. I annoy myself with how much I overanalyze everything. That's also not the one that I meant. I forgot to change some of these apparently. I mean, I'm just going to admit to my flaws. I'm not. Also, it's not always a bad thing to be an overthinker. Sometimes it can be useful. In certain situations. It can make you, smarter in some ways. It has its ups and downs. My favorite number is 9. And this was from soccer, I think. I think it was originally 8, and I don't know if it correlated with my age, but I think I might have been 8 when my favorite number was 8, and then I turned 9 and my favorite number was 9, and then it just stayed 9. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's a funny, like, I showed you what that other question was. I answered that on another stream, I think. Someone's saying, you're an overthinker, but you're also naive. No, I'm not naive. I'm just an airhead because I think too much, so it makes me unable to focus. Yeah, and then I chose number 9 for soccer every year, and Yeah, almost every personality trait, there's an up and down side too. An upside and downside too. Yeah, so I always wanted the number 9 on as my soccer number, and I always got it, but and then someone else took my number 9 and I got really upset and we were fighting over it. And then I had to be number 19 and I was very upset about it. I think I overreacted a lot, but I used to get emotional about the dumbest things. I still get emotional about really small things or nothing. Oh no, it's usually not nothing. It's usually just, I'm not sure. A lot of things. Hi, welcome. Do you know anyone who changed the way they dress because they felt they were being objectified? No, I don't think so. The funny thing is I think the opposite. I feel more empowered to, I feel more free to dress more suggestive because it makes me feel more power rather than like being expected to like cover up and stuff. I changed the way I dressed because I no longer was worried about what people thought of me. I used to only wear like hoodies and sweatpants or jogging pants. But I mean, that also has its charm. Like tomboy has its charm. But yeah, I don't think I've known anyone who has literally changed what they were doing just because someone because they felt objectified. It might have happened, but not anyone I can think of. I went the opposite way. I felt like guys wanted to control me and they were like mad that I was doing NSFW because that means they lost their control. Hi, how are you? I'm decent. Yeah, like I say, I've gained confidence since doing the NSFW stuff. As much as the haters want to believe the opposite. That's something that like I feel like if I'm in a bad mood, people who like criticize me, they're gonna be happy about it and be like, ha, I told you so, it's because of what you do. No, it's not. I mean, I was worse before I was a content creator, so... I've made an improvement. And I've stopped caring about what people think as much. I still get a little bit anxious, but A lot of it's gone away. Certain specific worries have gone away. I think I gained a little bit of anxiety when I started going to cons. I think that like worsened it a bit because like, okay, I was doing fine online, but then when I'm in person around people, I realize I'm still socially anxious. And that's frustrating. And to know that people actually judged me for it. I didn't even... I thought I was overthinking it when I thought everyone was like paying attention to how shy I was, but then I was proved right. People actually thought that. I don't think a lot of people did, but some like other content creators who are kind of jerks. They think you have to be perfect and like, it's just a pony con, have fun. So I was doing fine at cons, but then I think various people messed up my confidence. I think it was also related to the realization that my fans were not genuine, especially because some of them started meeting me at cons and they started being weird. So there's a few reasons. People I was close to being assholes, and parasocial fans who don't actually care. Hi. Because I kind of originally I went into content creation to be noticed, and I didn't get exactly what I wanted. Yeah, I wanted to make friends, but the people who were interacting with were not really friend material. They didn't really like me for me. And it's because I sucked at reaching out. Apparently I have to be the one to reach out to make proper friendships. Because a lot of people will not reach out to me, and that makes me feel bad about myself. I know it's just like either they're scared to reach out because I have more followers than them, or and they don't want to bother me, or they're just... But in my head, it kept, like, when people don't interact with me, in my head, I kept feeling like people are intentionally avoiding me. Yeah, that's probably not true, but especially when I'm at cons and I'm around a lot of people, like, if I'm, like, alone around a lot of people, I start to, in my head, think, like, I feel annoyed because I'm too scared to interact with anyone and no one will interact with me. Even though they're probably only not interacting with me because they're too anxious to approach me too. Yeah, and I had to wonder, I'm like, why don't groups ever invite me to stuff? Or like, do they just not like me? Like, that's probably not the case. They probably just never thought, they didn't know I was interested, and I feel too weird to ask. uh, Versa Gorilla. I mean, 100 of them? And are we talking, in our VTuber form? Because if we are in our VTuber form, I think the VTubers are gonna win because some of us are like, you know, magical. I wouldn't fight a gorilla. I don't know, but if there's like 100 of them at once, I'm gonna assume they probably beat the gorilla. 100 of them. I don't know. I think at least there's going to be someone capable. Some of them are going to be capable in that 100. 100 is a big number. I mean, I'd probably just run away. Well, I don't know. That might, I'm not gonna fight a gorilla. I know I don't stand a chance against a gorilla. I also love animals, so I wouldn't want to fight an animal. Yeah, I don't know if running away would... Well, I mean, the others would be distracting it, so I could probably get away. Can't focus on all of us at once. I mean, I don't think, I think most of them would realize that they can't take on a gorilla and be more worried about their life. Because Americans are crazy. Like, did you see who they voted in? Insanity. Like, I just... Americans. I'm not gonna get into politics. Politics are dumb, honestly. This is why, like, it's all over social media. I literally removed the what's happening in For You tab just to avoid it. But people keep putting it on my feed anyways. Because I only have, like, I only follow people, I'm like, I only have the tab for people I'm following, but they, for some reason, can't avoid quote tweeting it and retweeting it. Like, no. I'm trying to resist interacting with this. Well, I don't live in America, so but I mean, it still pisses me off because of the things he says about Canada. I'm still kind of pissed off. And also worry about my American friends. Yeah, I don't know. I think we should just all get along. Like, I don't know. But stupid people can't stop fighting. It's like, so immature. It's clearly not in my nature to fight. I'm a vegetarian. Yeah, just because it's in our nature doesn't mean we have to. We can fight it if it's not right. We can learn to be better. Like I was saying, it's in our nature to eat meat, but I chose to be a vegetarian and I was able to do that, so. No, I don't. I'd probably, if I didn't have self-control, yeah, you can fight your nature if you have self-discipline, I guess that's the word for it. I mean, that's a scorpion and a frog, not humans. But I mean, some humans might as well have the intelligence of scorpions and frogs. Yeah, no, it's not. It's about intelligence. Like, yeah, animals can't fight their animal instincts, but humans can. Like, some animals can. Some domesticated ones can, but humans, we are the most intelligent creature. We can do that. We're not a scorpion and a frog. But some humans might as well have the brain power of a scorpion and a frog because they're clearly dumb. That's a long story. It's also kind of like dark. It's about, I'm a highly emotional and anxious person. So I went vegetarian when I was 15. And I would have sooner if I wasn't scared of my parents. So yeah, there's a lot of annoying things. I'm a vegetarian because I think life is precious and I don't want to be part of taking it away. Yes, I became vegetarian after, honestly, an emotional breakdown. That's the only reason I had the strength to fight against my family. Because it was so important to me. It's because, for a long time, I had like a fear of dying, and I started thinking, well, all life is precious. I've also always loved animals my whole life, and was really into like animal rights and caring about them. Well, I have to fight through it. That's the only way anything's gonna change. I do not eat fish, but I eat eggs and cheese. That's the difference between, okay, a pescatarian is someone who only eats fish. A vegetarian is someone who eats eggs and cheese. A vegan is someone who doesn't eat eggs and cheese. I thought everyone knew that. Like, I've known that since I was a little kid, but apparently not everyone knows that. I've been a vegetarian for almost 11 years now, yeah. I didn't go vegan because, well, I think it's enough to just not eat the animals. I know that I don't like the, poor treatment of animals, but I worry more about just not eating parts of them than like things they make. And I like cheese. It's people's choice. Like, my family were jerks to me. Like, they were so sure I was gonna be unhealthy, but the next time I got blood work, they were so sure of it, but it came out 100% healthy. It's like, ha. Well, yeah, I eat a ton of tofu. Like, I get those factors orders because I'm not much of a cook, because that takes time. I don't know if everyone knows what factors orders are. They're like meals that are sent to you. They have some vegetarian ones, and a lot of them are tofu. Tofu is one of my favorite foods. I don't know if it's like the top of my favorite food, but oh yeah, a reason why it would be hard to be vegan for me. I really like pasta and pizza. Yeah. You know what oh, this is another funny thing. There's like a debate about like sushi, and a lot of people were like, I say that sushi is one of my favorite foods, and a lot of people are like, I don't like sushi because I don't like fish, and it's like, I don't even eat fish. Apparently some people didn't realize that veggie sushi rolls existed. Various of them. I don't know if I've had, well, I know they do serve tofu, but I don't know if there's a roll with tofu in it. The best roll I've ever had, I think, it's hard to remember because it's been a while. I think it had a piece of mango in it, and it had like a cream cheese, and yeah. I also have a very interesting taste in pizza. I like mine with okay, so first off, the sauce should be donair sauce, not tomato, instead of tomato sauce, and Okay, for toppings, banana pepper, pineapple, and green olives. I like very unique flavors. I think I like mixing the spice with the citrus. I don't know how to describe it. It's like sort of sweet. It's white sauce that's kind of sweet. It's I guess it's used for donairs a lot. That's why it's called donair sauce. One of the pizza places has their own. Domino's sells it. I don't know if Domino's everywhere sells it though. Well, if you order Domino's on the site, you get to choose which sauce you want, and you can choose donair sauce. I used to get Alfredo, but I like donair sauce better. Actually, no, I used to get ranch. Yeah, there's a lot of choices. One thing I noticed when I went to the UK was, they didn't have ranch. Like, for my Subway, I usually order ranch sauce, but they didn't have it, so I had to get something new. And, so I didn't learn the first time from when I was at Anime North, and my partner trusted me to order something for him. They didn't. Not at the Subway, there was no option for it. At least at the one I was at. But they did have jalapeno bread, which was new at the time, and I like that because I love spicy, but I got it a little bit too spicy, and I didn't learn from the first time. I didn't learn from the first time when, at Anime North, my partner trusted me to order tacos for him, and I'm like, ooh, habanero? I mean, pineapple, I think. Habanero pineapple. I like pineapples. That sounds good. I didn't anticipate how spicy it was. So I got that, and on top of that, I think I put multiple spicy peppers on it. I think I put banana peppers and jalapeno peppers on it. He should not have trusted me with the choices. Like, even for me, as someone who likes spice, that was just so much spice. I still ate it, though. It was still good, but, it was hard to finish because it was so spicy. Yeah, and then I forget what happened that time, and then I order it again because I see, like, I see habanero, mango. I'm like, oh, I like mango. I forget about the habanero part. Yeah, again, it was really, really spicy. To the point, it was making my nose run and my eyes water. I think I also put jalapeno bread, and I put banana peppers and jalapeno. I don't remember what I put on there, but I got it for free by accident. Yeah. You are what you eat, so I must be hot. Yes. You know, they used to make the, like, this joke all the time when we were kids. Like, they would be like, "You're a chicken." It's like, you are what you eat. It's like that wouldn't work on me. Like, what? They're the chicken. I'm I'm a vegetable. Black. I mean, I was thinking it. Well, maybe you should do that. I mean, what? This keyboard is different, so I don't actually remember what my toggles are because I don't see a second number pad. I'm gonna have to update this. Yeah, that might be to the downside. I think it was cheaper, so. Yeah. My other one, I'm not using that one because it was really worn out. No. Yeah, I always use those ones for my toggles because they're ones that I don't use that often. Why am I having allergies? Didn't I already take... I don't remember if I took an allergy pill. Kitty. It's all your fault, Kitty. See you over there, Kitty. Yeah. Literally. Yeah. Either it's my cat or it's dust. I think my cat is also allergic to dust because he gets sniffly. Especially when we're cleaning. So I didn't used to be, when I was younger, I didn't used to be allergic to cats. But then I started volunteering at a cat shelter and suddenly I was developing allergies to cats. I'm like, huh? Like my eyes were getting watery and it causes my ear to itch, but really that's not that big of a deal. The only issue is it's really annoying for my voice, so I have allergy pills. Like it messes up my voice. It makes me stuffy. I don't think most people have bad reactions to cats. Like, usually you can be allergic to them and be fine. I think my mom had worse allergies than me, but she was getting injections in order to tone it down, so she stopped being allergic. It's very common to have mild allergies. Yeah, I think I couldn't tell if it was cat allergies or dust allergies because, like, I'm thinking we're cleaning in well, I think the cat shelter was pretty clean because it was cleaned every single day. It was when, I know I have dust allergies because I get random allergies I got random allergies in the library and one specific hotel gave me really bad allergies. Do they not clean it out properly? It wasn't like a bad hotel either. It was like the big hotel in Ocean City, but it was allergy inducing. I don't know. I don't know if it's from the hair. I think I react to scratches too. It just puffs up a little bit. And then so I start having allergies, and then I start petting my cat, and then the allergies make my face itchy. I start rubbing my face. That makes it worse because I just pet my cat. And sometimes I rub my face against my cat anyway. I don't care. Yeah, the pills usually clear it up. I think it's an exaggeration when most people are like, I can't have cats because I'm allergic to them. I think maybe it's possible to have allergies that serious, but I've never met someone who has allergies that serious. Well, I've met people who have food allergies that serious. One time I got hives from sunlight. I don't know what that was about. Like, I was just at the store and there were just like spots all over me. That only happened one time. And I've been in the heat many times, but that one day, it was like the humidity or something. Yeah, I was so confused where that came from, but it seems like it was like a sun rash. Yeah, like it literally only happened one time. One time ever. And only to me. Zenny didn't get the rash. But it just went away pretty quickly. We were just like, we were sitting in the store and Zenny notices there's just like dots all over me everywhere. They thought my brother had an intolerance to gluten, but they weren't sure. Like, he went on a gluten-free diet, but they weren't sure if that's what he actually had. Like, they weren't sure about it. I know most people have an intolerance to dairy to some extent. Like, from what I've heard, that's all, like, everyone does, because humans aren't meant to drink cow milk, but we do, and usually we can tolerate it enough, but if we have a lot of it, then it gives us a stomachache. I used to randomly get sick from pizza. I don't know why. I don't anymore. I don't know if it was because of lack of eating anything other than cheese. I don't know why, like there were a few times, like when I was younger, that I just got really sick from cheese pizza, and I don't know why that happened. But then I just like went to the washroom and was fine after. I put coffee creamer in my tea and Blacken finds it weird. Because I don't like coffee, I only like tea. Yeah, I like it. I like it sweet. I think, vanilla? We've gotten a few different flavors. You know what my favorite tea is? Chai Frappuccino. Spice chai Frappuccino. What I've noticed is it tastes a lot like pumpkin pie, even though there's no pumpkin in it. I think it's the cinnamon. They just put a lot of cinnamon in pumpkin pie. Yes. I am streaming on Twitch and YouTube. I don't know about fries in a milkshake. I don't know if I'm a huge fan of fries. I swear they tasted better when I was younger. But now they taste bland to me. Like, what happened? I don't know what happened. I like poutine. But fries on their own is kind of bland to me. I don't like, I generally don't like fast food. The only things I like are the things that aren't too greasy. Like, I like Subway and, Taco Bell. But I don't really order Taco Bell anymore because I realized there's a way better taco place here called Taco Boys, and they serve proper, Mexican tacos, which taste way better than Taco Bell's cheap tacos. So I mostly just get that now. I noticed that they're kind of lazy about the orders. Like, I mean, I can't blame them because they're just like, they're just there to make money. They're not being paid enough to care. Yeah, what I noticed is the more expensive places, they don't mess things up as often as the cheap places. Taco Bell kept messing up the vegetarian fry supreme. They kept like I don't know why, specifically that. I think they were just lazy with that and they just grab whatever and don't like pay attention because specifically they couldn't get that right. They got everything else right, but that, they just couldn't get it right. Yeah, you need cuddles? It's actually, I'm feeling hot today. It's only 10, but that's a big change compared to the minus temperatures I've been having recently, so I'm not used to it yet. And also, in a foam padded room that it heats up in here really quickly. Yeah, there's squirrels in my yard. There were 4 of them yesterday. And Frisky was very amused by them. They kept him entertained. I'm not that hot. I feel like I can't even deny it because it's like it's hard to deny it when like everyone is saying that I am. I don't even know how. Okay, I have been streaming for an hour. Yeah, we have Doritos tacos. But there was something I noticed, thank you for following. There was something I noticed when I went to, America Taco Bell. They had, they had an extra vegetarian option that we don't have. Instead of, beans, you could choose to put potato in it, like potato pieces, and that was so good. I don't know why we don't have that. I love you too. My throat was kind of clogged when I said that. I think they also have a different 2 choices of beans too. I don't know why we don't have that. Like, my favorite fast foods are mostly Subway because I go to the other place now. I mean, Taco Bell's fine too, yeah. It's fine for something cheap. I don't like fast food burgers, even the vegetarian ones. They're too greasy. And also, well, I used to be scared to get like veggie burgers or like anything at fast food places because I'm like, they're not gonna be considerate of vegetarians. They're gonna cook this on the same fryer. But apparently, Apparently people complained about that. I don't know if America cares, but I know Canadian ones at least do now because, like, I think a vegetarian threatened to sue for that. I don't know. I don't remember the full story, but yeah, the exact thing that I was worried about. Like, I don't really want them, like, that just defeats the purpose. Cooking it on the same fryer as the meat. Yeah, that was a reason I was iffy about it too. Also, one time McDonald's had a veggie burger, and it was the grossest burger I've ever tried. I mean, McDonald's overall everything is gross, but their attempt at a veggie burger was way worse than anything else, like by a mile. I remember when I was younger, and something I loved about going vegetarian was like, I now have an excuse not to eat at McDonald's. Yeah, I'm like, that was one of the pluses, because I used to, like, my parents would just make me stuff and I'd have to eat it, or they'd take me to a cheap place and I'd have to eat there, even if I didn't like it. And, but when I went vegetarian, it's like, well, they don't have any vegetarian options, so I also got to choose what I wanted. Like, before they would make, like, when we make stuff at home, they would just make whatever, and, we'd all have to eat the same thing, but I got to choose because I don't eat the same thing as them, so I got to choose what I wanted. I also got to try so many new foods that I never tried before, because some people never find out about these different unique foods because they just eat the same thing all the time. You know a food, I really like samosas. That's another Indian thing. I like curry and samosas, yeah. It's spicy. I like it. I thought, like, people literally only go to McDonald's because it's cheap, but it's not even cheap anymore. I love when you make me curry. I've like never been to Wendy's. I don't remember any time I've ever been to Wendy's. I don't think they have any vegetarian options. But even before I was vegetarian, I don't remember going there. I probably have at some point, but I don't remember. But when I was younger, my parents always took us to McDonald's because it was cheap, and I never liked it, even as a little kid. The only thing that bribed me to go there was sometimes they had toys I like sometimes they had Littlest Pet Shops that I'm like, I'll suffer through the food for the toy. But I hated the burgers. Like, I had a very specific request, like, no cheese, don't like processed cheese, no mustard, only mayonnaise. I don't know, I had different tastes back then. No mustard, no ketchup, only put mayonnaise on my burger. I don't know, I like ketchup more than mayonnaise now, but I was very picky about McDonald's food. I thought it was gross. The way they mixed all of the sauces together, I thought it was gross. I'm like, just choose one sauce. And I don't like mustard. And processed cheese. But McDonald's processed cheese is extra bad because Taco Bell's cheese is like kind of processed. It's still kind of meh, but it's not as bad as, well, it's mostly just their nacho cheese that is processed. But it's not nearly as bad as McDonald's processed cheese. I like how the worst kind of cheese is literally labeled as American cheese. Well, I think the one that they serve, the nacho cheese, is the American one, which is still meh, it's still processed. I don't understand. I honestly don't understand going to McDonald's because, like, you could just make a better burger at home for cheaper. Like, it saves a small bit of time, but it doesn't take that long for me to make a burger. I just, like, put the patty in the air fryer, like, crank up. It's really quick. Yeah, we're extra lazy about it. We use the air fryer. I mean, they make them super fast, so like I always found like the home ones better than the fast food ones. It's like, why would you get a fast that's another thing. I didn't understand like ordering just basic tea at when you go out, because it's like, but you could just order a pack of a bunch of them at home for way cheaper. I do order the chai frappuccino though. But I think you can get chai latte, I think. I don't know why I've never gotten that. Also, I'm not a coffee drinker, but like, why don't people just make their coffee at home? Is there like, I don't know. Is it better? I mean, I guess if you're away from home and you don't really have another option. I feel like ending stream. This has been just a chatting stream, but that happens sometimes. Did I do that right? No, invalid. Well, I was about to leave, but hi.